Good afternoon, this is Neil, reported to you from UOB News. The main headlines. Freddie Mac has now been investigated for accounting irregularities as it has been accused of misstating its income by almost $5 billion, mostly understating them between 2000 and 2002 to make future results look much more attractive. Freddie Mac has had a reputation as a steady performer and a reliable corporate player in Wall Street, and even promoted itself as Steady Freddie to investors. By underreporting income, they were able to smooth quarterly earnings and meet Wall Street expectations. Freddie Mac was then ordered to pay an $125 million in fines for earning manipulation. The firms used several strategies to shift earnings into future accounting periods. It was able to hide the nature of these methods as senior management failed to disclose the information to the public. The American firm Arthur Andersen initially audited Freddie Mac until they ended their 31-year relationship due to the Enron scandal emerging. The board of directors decided to change the auditors of the company to PwC. It has now been thought that Arthur Andersen had played a fundamental part in the scandal. The fraud only came to light when investigations by the Securities and Exchange Commissions was prompted. This fraudulent behaviour was advantageous to executives as they were able to receive large bonuses for their role in the steady growth of the company. In the investigation after the scandal, it was strongly suggested that the board knew about the smoothings of the earnings. As a result of this misconduct, the company's top executives, including the former president and ex-CEO David Glenn, was fired, and ex-CFO Vaughan Clark, former senior vice presidents Robert Dean and Nazir Dazoni resigned. This is what David Glenn had to say.
In general, we were relying in good faith on corporate and accounting and Arthur Andersen to provide the necessary accounting advice and to ensure that transactions were accounted for in accordance with GAAP. I cannot disclose any further information at this stage during the ongoing investigation.
As a result of understated earnings, Freddie Mac was misleading investors in the value of the firm, as the Securities and Exchange Commission reports.
So, as the leading investigator from the SEC, what are your latest thoughts on the scandal?
By manipulating earnings, Freddie Mac has deprived investors of an informed decision. They cast aside accounting rules, internal controls, and public trust in pursuit of steady earning growth.
By underreporting earnings by $5 billion, Freddie Mac not only failed investors, but also failed regulators and the public. Freddie Mac ignored accounting rules, internal controls, and disclosure standards to meet expectations of steady earnings and profits. This accounting scandal is known as one of the biggest accounting scandals in history. Now over to the weather.